Have you ever found yourself sitting by the window, watching the world go by and thinking, I used to be so much more active? Maybe you remember the days when you'd walk for hours, play with your grandkids in the park, or even just run errands without feeling tired. But now, perhaps, the idea of going to a gym or joining a fitness class feels overwhelming. Or maybe it just doesn't appeal to you anymore. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. Many people over 60 feel the same way. The truth is, staying active doesn't have to mean lifting heavy weights or sweating it out on a treadmill surrounded by strangers. In fact, there are so many enjoyable, simple ways to keep your body moving and your spirits high without ever stepping foot in a gym. Today, I want to talk with you about 6 must-know ways to stay active that are perfect for anyone over 60, especially if you're not a fan of the gym. These aren't complicated routines or things that require fancy equipment. They're practical, enjoyable activities you can weave into your daily life, no matter your fitness level or where you live. Whether you're looking to boost your energy, keep your joints flexible, or just feel a little more like yourself again, these ideas are for you. Let's start with something that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful: walking with purpose. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Walking? That's too simple. But hear me out. Walking is one of the most natural forms of movement, and it's something our bodies are designed to do. The beauty of walking is that you can do it almost anywhere, at any time, and you don't need any special gear. The key is to make it intentional. Instead of just shuffling from the living room to the kitchen, try setting aside a little time each day for a dedicated walk. Maybe it's a stroll around your neighborhood, a lap or two at the local park, or even just walking up and down your hallway if the weather isn't cooperating. What makes walking so effective is that it gets your heart pumping, helps keep your joints lubricated, and can even lift your mood. If you're able, try to walk at a pace that feels comfortable but gets your blood flowing. You don't have to power walk or keep up with anyone else, just move at your own rhythm. Some people like to listen to music or an audiobook while they walk, while others prefer to soak in the sights and sounds around them. If you have a friend, neighbor, or even a pet who can join you, that's even better. Walking together can turn a simple activity into a social event, and having someone to chat with makes the time fly by. But what if you have trouble walking long distances, or you're worried about your balance? That's perfectly okay. Start small. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference, and you can gradually build up as you feel stronger. If you need a cane or walker, use it proudly. What matters is that you're moving, and if you're indoors, try walking in place during your favorite TV show or while waiting for the kettle to boil. Every step counts. Now, let's talk about another wonderful way to stay active that doesn't require any gym membership: gentle stretching and flexibility exercises. As we get older, it's common to feel a little stiffer in the mornings or after sitting for a while. Maybe you notice it when you reach for something on a high shelf or try to tie your shoes. That's where stretching comes in. Taking just a few minutes each day to gently stretch your muscles can help keep your body limber, reduce aches and pains, and even improve your posture. You don't need to be a yoga master or touch your toes to benefit from stretching. Start with simple movements. Reach your arms overhead, gently twist from side to side, roll your shoulders or stretch your legs while sitting in a chair. The goal isn't to push yourself to the point of discomfort, but to move your body in ways that feel good. If you're not sure where to start, There are plenty of gentle stretching routines online designed specifically for seniors. Some people like to do their stretches first thing in the morning to wake up their bodies, while others prefer to stretch in the evening to relax before bed. One of the best things about stretching is that you can do it almost anywhere, while watching TV, after a walk, or even while waiting for your coffee to brew. Over time, you might notice that you're able to move more freely, reach a little farther, or stand a little taller. And don't forget to breathe deeply as you stretch. It helps your muscles relax and gives you a moment of calm in your day. Let's move on to something that's both fun and surprisingly effective. Dancing. Yes, you heard me right. Dancing. You don't need to be Fred Astaire or Ginger Rogers to enjoy the benefits of moving to music. Dancing is a wonderful way to get your heart rate up, improve your balance, and lift your spirits. Plus, it's just plain fun. You can dance in your living room, your kitchen, or even out in the garden. Put on your favorite song, maybe something from your younger days that brings back good memories, and let yourself move however you like. There's no right or wrong way to dance. You can sway, tap your feet, or even just move your arms to the beat. If you're feeling a little shy, remember, no one's watching. And if you have a partner, friend, or grandchild nearby, invite them to join you. Dancing together is a wonderful way to connect and share a few laughs. Even just a song or two can leave you feeling energized and happy. If you're looking for a little more structure, there are plenty of online videos with simple dance routines for seniors. But honestly, the most important thing is to enjoy yourself and let the music move you. Now that we've explored walking with purpose, gentle stretching, and the joy of dancing, you might be starting to see that staying active doesn't have to be a chore or something you dread. It can be woven into your daily life in ways that feel natural and enjoyable. And the best part, these activities don't just benefit your body, they're good for your mind and your mood too. As we continue, I want to share even more ways you can keep moving, stay strong, and feel your best, all without ever setting foot in a gym. Let's keep this momentum going, because once you start to see how easy it is to add movement into your day, it becomes something you look forward to, rather than something you have to force yourself to do. The next way to stay active without the gym is by turning everyday chores and household tasks into opportunities for gentle exercise. You might not realize it, but all those little things you do around the house, like sweeping the floor, gardening, making the bed, or even tidying up, can add up to a lot of movement over the course of a day. Think about it. When you're dusting shelves, you're reaching and stretching. When you're carrying laundry, you're lifting and walking. Even something as simple as standing up to water your plants or rearrange a few things on a shelf gets your body moving. The trick is to approach these tasks with a bit more intention. Instead of rushing through them or seeing them as a burden, try to be mindful of your movements. Maybe you take a few extra minutes to stretch a little higher when you're putting away dishes, or you squat gently to pick something up instead of bending over quickly. These small adjustments can help strengthen your muscles and improve your balance over time. Gardening in particular is a wonderful way to stay active. Whether you have a big backyard or just a few pots on a balcony, tending to plants gets you outside, moving and connecting with nature. Digging, planting, watering, and even just walking around to check on your flowers or vegetables all count as physical activity. Plus, there's something deeply satisfying about watching something you've cared for grow and thrive. If you're new to gardening, start small. A few herbs on the windowsill or a tomato plant in a pot can be just as rewarding as a full garden. Another fantastic way to keep your body moving is by practicing balance exercises. As we get older, balance can become a bit more challenging, and it's something many people don't think about until they have a scare or a fall. But the good news is you can improve your balance with just a few minutes of practice each day, and you don't need any special equipment to do it. Simple exercises like standing on one foot while holding onto a sturdy chair, or slowly rising up onto your tiptoes and lowering back down, can make a big difference over time. You might also try walking heel to toe across the room, as if you're walking on a tightrope. It might feel a little silly at first, but it's a great way to challenge your balance in a safe way. If you're worried about stability, always make sure you have something sturdy nearby to hold on to, like a countertop or the back of a chair. Over time, you'll likely notice that you feel more confident moving around, and everyday activities like getting out of a chair or stepping off a curb become easier and less worrisome. Let's not forget about the power of social activities. Staying active isn't just about moving your body. It's also about staying connected with others. Social engagement is so important for our overall well-being, and it can be a wonderful motivator to keep moving. Maybe you join a local walking group, sign up for a community dance class, or simply invite a friend over for a stroll round the block. Even playing games with your grandchildren, like tossing a ball or playing a gentle game of tag, can get your heart rate up and bring a smile to your face. If you're not sure where to start, look for opportunities in your community. Many senior centers, libraries, and local parks offer free or low-cost activities designed for older adults. These might include group walks, chair yoga, or even simple stretching classes. Not only do these activities help you stay active, but they also give you a chance to meet new people and build friendships. And if you prefer to stay at home, you can still connect with others virtually. There are plenty of online groups and classes where you can move and chat with people from all over the world. Sometimes the hardest part is just getting started. Maybe you wake up feeling a little stiff, or you're not sure you have the energy to do much. On those days, remember that even a little movement is better than none. If you can only manage a few minutes of stretching or a short walk to the mailbox, that's perfectly okay. The important thing is to listen to your body and do what feels right for you. Over time, those small efforts add up, and you might be surprised at how much stronger and more energetic you feel. It's also helpful to set gentle reminders for yourself. Maybe you leave a note by your favorite chair that says, "Take a stretch break," or you set a timer to remind you to get up and move every hour or so. Some people like to keep a simple journal to track their activity, jotting down what they did each day and how it made them feel. This isn't about keeping score or competing with anyone else. It's just a way to celebrate your progress and stay motivated. As you find what works best for you, remember that staying active is about more than just physical health. It's about feeling good in your own skin, staying independent, and enjoying life to the fullest. Every step you take, every stretch you do, every moment you spend moving your body is an investment in your well-being. And the best part is, you don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment to do it. So, whether you're dancing in your kitchen, tending to your garden, or simply taking a mindful walk around your home, know that you're doing something wonderful for yourself. There's no one right way to stay active. What matters is finding activities that bring you joy and fit into your life. And as you continue to explore new ways to move, you might just discover a few new passions along the way. Let's keep this conversation going, because there's still so much more you can do to stay active and feel your best, all without ever having to set foot in a gym. One of the most overlooked but incredibly effective ways to keep moving is by making use of simple strength exercises right at home. Now, I know the word strength might sound a little intimidating, but I promise you don't need to lift heavy weights or do anything that feels uncomfortable. In fact, building a little strength can be as easy as using your own body weight or everyday household items. Think about the movements you do every day: standing up from a chair, climbing a few steps, reaching for something on a high shelf. These all require a bit of strength, especially in your legs, arms, and core. By practicing gentle strength exercises, you're not just making these daily tasks easier, you're also helping to protect your bones, support your joints, and keep your balance steady. And the best part, you can do these exercises while watching TV, listening to music, or even chatting on the phone. For example, try sitting down and standing up from a sturdy chair a few times in a row. This simple movement helps strengthen your legs and hips, and it mimics the action you do every time you get up from the sofa or out of bed. If you want a little more of a challenge, you can hold on to the arms of the chair less and use your legs more. Another easy exercise is to stand behind the chair and gently rise up onto your tiptoes, then lower back down. This helps build strength in your calves and improves your balance at the same time. If you have a couple of soup cans or water bottles, you can use them as light weights for your arms. Try holding one in each hand and gently lifting your arms out to the sides, or bending your elbows to bring the cans up toward your shoulders. There's no need to rush or do a lot of repetitions. Just a few slow, controlled movements can make a big difference over time. And always remember, if anything feels uncomfortable or painful, stop and rest. Your body will tell you what it needs. Another wonderful way to stay active is by exploring gentle movement practices like Tai Chi or chair yoga. These activities are especially great for older adults because they combine movement, balance, and relaxation all in one. Tai Chi, for example, is often described as meditation in motion. It involves slow flowing movements that are easy on the joints and can be adapted for any fitness level. You don't need any special equipment or clothing, just a little space and a willingness to try something new. Chair yoga is another fantastic option, especially if you have trouble getting up and down from the floor. All you need is a sturdy chair, and you can follow along with simple routines that stretch and strengthen your body while you sit. These practices not only help with flexibility and strength, but they also encourage deep breathing and mindfulness, which can be incredibly calming and uplifting. There are plenty of free videos online designed specifically for seniors, so you can try a few different routines and see what feels best for you. Sometimes, the best way to stay active is to make it part of something you already enjoy. Maybe you love spending time with your grandchildren. Why not turn that into an opportunity for movement? Play a gentle game of catch, go for a walk together, or even have a little dance party in the living room. Kids have a way of making movement feel like play, and their energy is contagious. If you have a pet, especially a dog, taking them for a walk or playing fetch in the yard is a great way to get moving and enjoy some fresh air. If you're someone who enjoys a bit of friendly competition, consider trying out games that get you moving, like bocce ball, horseshoes, or even a simple game of beanbag toss. These activities are easy to set up in your backyard or at a local park, and they're a fun way to stay active while socializing with friends or family. You might be surprised at how much you look forward to these little games and how quickly the time passes when you're having fun. It's also important to remember that rest and recovery are just as important as movement. Listen to your body and don't be afraid to take breaks when you need them. Some days you'll feel more energetic than others, and that's perfectly normal. The goal isn't to push yourself to exhaustion, but to find a balance that feels good for you. Celebrate the days when you feel strong and active, and be gentle with yourself on the days when you need a little extra rest. As you continue to explore these different ways to stay active, you might notice other benefits too. Maybe you're sleeping better at night, or you find it easier to get up and down the stairs. Perhaps you feel a little more confident moving around your home, or you notice your mood lifting after a walk or a dance. These small victories are worth celebrating, and they're a sign that your efforts are paying off. Staying active after 60 isn't about chasing after your younger self or trying to keep up with anyone else. It's about honoring your body, enjoying the movement you can do, and finding joy in the little things. Every step, every stretch, every moment you spend moving is a gift to yourself, a way to stay independent, healthy, and happy for years to come. So, as you go about your day, look for those little opportunities to move. Maybe you take the long way to the mailbox, or you stand up and stretch during a commercial break. Perhaps you invite a friend for a walk, or you try a new movement routine online. Whatever you choose, know that you're making a positive difference in your life, one small step at a time. And remember, it's never too late to start. Your body and your spirit will thank you for it.